Hello everyone. Let us go ahead and continue with the topic. So let us read about high level languages, which are the third generation languages. So we already know that binary language and assembly language are difficult to learn and to write a program. So what is the solution then? The solution is to write a program in high level language. The restrictions in the use of machine and assembly languages prompted people to develop a language which with the following features. So I want to write in a language, I want to create a language which is easy to write. Okay, so what are the features of high level language? Simple and user friendly language, and language that is machine independent. Okay, so there is no machine dependence. You write it on any computer, it will work properly, and it is also simple and user friendly. Owing to the above mentioned features, it became easy to learn and use the computer languages. A large number of people started writing computer programs using these languages. They are also known as high level languages. Okay, so a lot of people learned only high level language, very easy to write. High level language is quite similar to English. Okay, so if I know English, I can write a program in high level language. So what are the examples of high level language? COBOL, Fortran, Basic, C, C++, Java, etc. So these are all the names given of a high level language. These are some of the very popular examples of high level languages. Let's go ahead and read about fourth generation language. Now, what is a fourth generation language? Fourth generation languages are closer to human language than any other high level language. So in high level language also, still I'm not writing a program as humans can speak in. So in which language should I write a program now? I want to write a program in a language that the humans can understand directly. So that kind of language is a fourth generation language. Fourth generation languages are closer to human languages than any other high level language. So fourth generation languages are a combination of languages with the following features. So what are the features of fourth generation language? Highly user friendly and independent of any operating system. They are highly user friendly. They are very easy to use, and also they are independent of any operating system. So I can run them on Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, or any other operating system like a Mac OS also. Okay, Apple computer also. Very high speed of execution, so they are very fast. Designed to reduce the level of programming efforts. So what is the level of programming efforts mean? How much time, how much effort, how much hard work I have to give to write a program. So these languages reduce, or they make it very easy for us to write a program. Minimum efforts from the user to obtain any information. So if I want to get any information from computer, it will take very less time. It is very easy. Designed to reduce the overall time it takes to develop a software. So what does that mean? If I want to make a software, it will take a lot of time. But if I use fourth level language, fourth generation language, it is very easy and it will take less time. And cost of software development, if I give lesser time, obviously the cost involved will also be very less. It will not take a lot of money to write a program or a software. In fourth generation language, the user has to specify only the required output they want. So if whatever I want from the computer, I will write that only, nothing else, while the computer determines the sequence of instructions that will accomplish those results. So the computer already knows. Let's say I want to see what is stored in my file. Okay, I want to see what is stored in my file. So I will not write each and everything in a program to see how to read that file. Computer will do it for me. What is the example? Structured query language, that is SQL, is the most popular example of fourth generation language. So SQL is an example of fourth generation language. Now we have already seen the features of machine language assembly, high level and fourth generation languages. So we will come to the next topic now. Instead of going through this, let me turn the page. Okay. Now let us go ahead and read about language processors. So what are language processors? Let's go ahead and read them. They're very easy to understand. Students, you already know that a computer understands only machine language. Okay, so computer can understand only machine language. Hence, a program written in any other computer language has to be converted into a machine language first. Now, let's take for example, a person knows only English. Okay, a foreigner comes to a country and he knows only to speak in English. Now, there is one person from our city who can only speak in Hindi. So I will need some translator who can understand both the languages. So the Indian person will talk to me in Hindi and I will convert it into an English language so that the other person, the foreigner, can understand. So what is that middle person, the third person doing? He is a translator. Similarly, if I want to write any program, my program can be in any language, high level or fourth generation, but computer will understand only in machine language. So I need to translate my program from high level language into a machine level language. So let's see. To translate any high level language program to the machine language, a software is required. So how do I convert it now? I use a software. This software is called a language processor or a language translator. Okay, so that software will be called a language translator or a processor. There are three different types of language translators. So how many types we have? Three types. Let's see them one by one. Number one, assembler. So what is an assembler? Translator program that is used to convert assembly language program into machine language is known as assembler. So remember we studied about assembly language. So computer can understand binary language only, machine level language only. I will write program. If I write program in my assembly language, I will convert it into machine language using an assembler. So assembler will convert assembly language program into machine program. A program written in assembly language is called the source program. So whenever I write a program in assembly language or any language that I'm writing in, it will be my source program. Whereas the program converted into machine language by the assembler is called object program or object code. So once the program is written in machine language, which the computer can understand, I will call that program as object program. What is the name? Object program or object code. Now let's talk about interpreter. So before we talk about interpreter, let's recap what we have learned. So what is a translator or a language translator? It is a software to convert one form of language into another. What is an assembler? A software program that converts assembly language into machine language. Now let's talk about interpreter. This translator program is used to convert a high level language program into machine level language. Okay, this will convert high level language to machine language. An interpreter translates line by line. Okay, so if I have written a program, the interpreter will read the program one line at a time, executes the instruction, and then repeats the procedure for the remaining instruction. So if I read a line in the program, if I have written a program, if I'll read the first line, if I see there is no problem with that, then it will execute. Okay, it will say no problem, run that instruction. Then it will go to the next line. It will read that line. If it sees that there is some problem in the second line, it will tell you the error. It will tell you that this is the problem and it will not move further. It will not proceed further. It will stop there only. So if any errors are found, they are to be removed immediately. So it will not execute further. It will not check the third line, fourth line, only the second line only it will stand. So they are to be removed immediately. As the converted form is not stored anywhere, so it has to be generated at the time of execution of the program. So what we are saying, as the converted form is not stored anywhere, so when I'm converting my high level language program into machine language, I'm not saving it. I'm not saving the machine level language program. So every time I want to correct my program, I want to run it, it has to be repeated. I have to run my program, my source program through an interpreter again and again. So as the converted form is not stored anywhere, so it has to be generated at the time of execution of the program. So when my machine language program will be created when I execute my program. Interpreter programs are preferred for beginners and are slow in execution speed. Now they are only used for new people, okay, new programmers, new programming languages, because they are also very slow to run. Let's talk about a third and final type of a translator, which is compiler. So what is a compiler? Compiler is a translator program used to convert a high level language into a machine language. Very simple. A compiler translates the whole program at once. Okay. So what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? Interpreter will check the line, she will check the program line by line, but the compiler will check the entire program only once in one go. So compiler is a translator program used to convert a high level language program into machine level language. A compiler translates the whole program at once. That is, it generates the object code for the program along with the list of errors. So it will check the entire program. It will also generate the errors, and it will also give me the machine level output, machine language program also. The execution speed of the compiler is faster as compared to an interpreter. So compilers are very fast as compared to interpreter. So we have finished off this chapter. We will go with the question answers in the next video. In case of any doubt, please let me know.